Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Sharks and jets. Ba-da-da. Hey, it's Kristen, and today I'm talking about my most anticipated movies and TV shows of 2021. Consider subscribing if you like my videos, and drop down in the comments and let me know what are some of the movies and shows that you cannot wait for that are just like #1 on your list. Let me know. Now, I am just talking about brand new projects, but really quickly I want to mention a couple of returning TV shows that I cannot wait for. High School Musical, the series, Season 2, Nancy Drew Season 2, Bridgerton Season 2, Undone Season 2, Stranger Things Season 4, The Babysitter's Club Season 2, crossing my fingers for Julie and the Phantom Season 2 because we haven't heard about that one yet, Saved by the Bell Season 2, Give Me Dash and Lily Season 2 please, Umbrella Academy Season 3, I cannot wait for them to dive into the Sparrow Academy, Atlanta Season 3, You Season 3, and The Wild Season 2. Now let's get into some brand new shows. First off, Wandavision. Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany are slaying it as they reprise their roles as Wanda Maximoff and Vision. In the show, the two attempt to live a normal suburban life while hiding their superpowers, but there is more to meet the eye. Is Wanda trapped in an alternate reality of her own making, or is there an actual villain here? All of this is punctuated by classic sitcom tropes of television shows of the past. It is glorious. Freeform has a new show dropping called Cruel Summer. This is a thriller mystery. It stars Olivia Holt, and it takes place over the course of 3 summers in the 90s as a popular girl goes missing, and a seemingly unrelated girl goes from awkward to popular to one of the most despised people in the country. One of Us is Lying is a new mystery series based off the book by Karen McManus, and it's about 5 high schoolers who have something to hide as they get detention, but one won't make it out alive. Girls 5 Eva is a comedy coming to Peacock produced by Tina Fey with Sarah Bareilles, Renee Elise Goldsberry, and Ashley Park. It's about a one-hit wonder group who reunite later on in life to give pop stardom one more chance. And Mike Flanagan's latest series, Midnight Mass, is coming to Netflix with a lot of his same creatives returning. It's about this isolated island community who begin experiencing these really frightening supernatural events when a mysterious priest comes to the island. Next, let's get into movies. With Ryan Reynolds, Jodie Comer, Taika Waititi, and Joe Keery, Free Guy is about a guy who learns that he's actually a background character in a video game, and that game is going offline. Starbright follows an orphan girl with a tragic past who escapes into a fairy tale world of her own creation. Based on the 2007 Lin-Manuel Miranda musical, In the Heights stars Anthony Ramos as a local bodega owner who dreams of a better life as he shares the stories of the close-knit Latino community in Washington Heights. I'm really excited for the New Yorker representation in this one, and it's gonna hit theaters and HBO Max at the same time. And this is just one of like numerous Lin-Manuel Miranda projects that are coming in 2021. There's a couple others that are on my list. He's also working on Encanto, Tick Tick Boom, and Sony's first ever animated musical Vivo. Directed by Nia DaCosta, Candyman is the much anticipated sequel to the 1992 film. This new story follows an artist living in the newly gentrified Cabrini who uses the macabre details of the Candyman mythology in his paintings only to open up new horrors. A new Disney animated musical comes to life with Encanto, about a Colombian girl growing up as the only non-magical person in her family. With a vibrant design and music by, you guessed it, Lin-Manuel Miranda, this is one that I am very much anticipating. The sequel to the 2016 film, Sing 2, brings back the original cast, including my favorite, Tori Kelly, and introduces even more voices from Pharrell to Halsey. In this new film, they're back to put on an even bigger show, but only if they can convince a lion rock legend named Clay Calloway to return to the stage. With newcomer Rachel Zegler, Ariana DeBose, Brian D'Arcy James, and the legendary Rita Moreno, West Side Story is getting a revival set to drop later this year. Following more closely to the Broadway script, we follow 2 teens who fall in love in 1950s New York City against the backdrop of rival street gangs. Sharks and jets. Ba-da-da. Now, I grew up reading the Fear Street series by R.L. Stine, and they're about to come to Netflix this summer in a movie trilogy called Fear Street 1994, 1978, and 1666. It follows a group of teenagers who discover that terrifying events that have haunted their town for generations may be connected, and it features Sadie Sink and Kiana Madeira. Based on the books by Jennifer Matthew, Moxie is about a teenager who's tired of the toxic status quo at her high school and finds inspiration in her mother's rebellious past to create a zine that ends up sparking a revolution. Led by Kristen Ritter, Night Books is about a boy obsessed with scary stories who ends up imprisoned by an evil witch and must tell a new scary story every night to stay alive. There's something about this description that really reminds me of like an Are You Afraid of the Dark or a Goosebumps, so I'm very intrigued. And of course we got one more Lin-Manuel Miranda project to talk about. He's about to make his directorial debut with Tick Tick Boom about an aspiring theater composer going through a crisis trying to achieve his dreams. As a successful theater composer, this seems like a project that is right up his alley, and it stars Andrew Garfield, Vanessa Hudgens, Alexandra Shipp, and Robin De Jesus in this semi-autobiographical musical by the late Jonathan Larson. So that's just a few of the movies and TV shows that I am super psyched about and cannot wait to check out. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, you can check out more of my most anticipated and favorites right over here, and I will catch you in my next video. See ya!